Welcome back to We Value Teens. My name is Dave. In before me is a chessboard. One thing we didn't know when we started early on 20 or 33 years ago was that young people are very much into playing certain types of thinking games, and chess is one of those games. And we leave this chessboard right here. It just stays here on the table all night long. And what we find is that young people, there will always be someone right away who will come in, they will start playing chess with one another. And then pretty soon we have somebody on this end and somebody on this end. And then they're coaching each other. Pretty soon this table is surrounded by people. Then they're going to pick up this chessboard right here. And we have another one back here. And we have timers as well because some want to play with timers. And we're going to realize that these young people, this is something they really look forward to. They don't play pool. They don't like that type of recreation. They don't play foosball. They don't play the basketball game. But they want to play chess. And this can keep many teens occupied for hours. And it's just one more thing that's a simple thing to add to your curriculum or to your program. But it's a thing that young people will value because they go, wow, that's something for me that I don't find other places. So I think it's important that we do find ways to connect with the smallest things that we think are insignificant. Similarly, we have sketchbooks, we have art pads, we have just boxes and boxes of colored pencils and colored crayons and different things like that. And we'll have it on the counter because some young people, they don't have a lot of friends. They come in kind of shy, or they come in with one other friend, and what they want is, hey, do you have a tablet? And by tablet, they mean a writing tablet, not an electronic tablet. And they would like for us to give it to them. They grab a couple colored pencils, and then they begin just on one of the booths or one of the tables off by themselves, they just start coloring and doodling. And usually they're just doing it by themselves, and their friend is doing it by themselves, and they almost never share their work with each other. It's just something they love to do. And it's something to become accustomed to here at the Teen Center, is that they know that we're going to have something for them. Being expressive in the arts is a different part of the brain from kids who maybe are more involved in sports or academics. And so we need to realize that all these young people are different. And that's okay, right? That's okay that they're not all the same. And we don't know what type of teen is going to come in year after year. So how do we provide for this type of student, or for this type of student who's looking for a guitar, or someone who wants to play the drums or be in a band, or someone who wants to play recreational games like pool or foosball or air hockey? How do we minister and connect to all those types of people? Those are things you want to think about in this creation stages of your youth center or teen center. What games will we have? And the best way to know is to at least at some point be talking to young people in your neighborhood. Now we have a community, 60,000 people. That's 60 and the 3 zeros after it. We have 6,000 here. They have 60,000 there. If we were going to start a teen center in that community, we would have small neighborhood community centers. We wouldn't have one that tried to draw the entire city, because that'd be a multi-million-dollar site, which no one can do. And really, you wouldn't get a lot of clientele anyways, because kids have electronics, they have access to the world through the internet. And so teen centers are something that's harder and harder to do because young people are content with staying at home. And you'll learn that. And you probably even know that maybe with some of your own children. So when we talk about having something that's prepared for, in a neighborhood, if you got 60,000 people in your community, where do you live in that community? Start a neighborhood community center that's going to draw 10 to 30 young people probably, and stick to that and manage it well. If you're in a part of your city where it's more downtowny, it's more urban-like, whereas the outside might be more suburban-like, you're going to have to plan your whole setting and your game activities and how teens will interact with adults differently. So you're going to need to know the young people that are there. And so my encouragement to you in this area is begin talking to young people in your neighborhood, because you're going to need volunteers, and you're going to need young people who are going to be the first to show up. And where some young people come, then others will follow. And this is part of the strategy that's difficult to manage. And it took us a few years to really get that right. And I'm not sure we've 100% got it right, but it's working for us right now. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.